In the quiet village of Eldermere, nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, life was simple but often hard. The villagers toiled under the harsh sun, and when misfortune struck, sickness, hunger, or cruel landlords, many suffered in silence. But in the darkest hours, help would come mysteriously, a basket of food left at a doorstep, medicine appearing when a child fell ill, debts paid off anonymously for struggling families. No one knew who their secret benefactor was. Some whispered it was the spirit of the old willow tree, others believed it was a wandering saint. But the truth was far simpler. It was Elias Hartwell, the village carpenter. Elias was a quiet man, kind but reserved. He lived alone in a small cottage, crafting furniture and repairing roofs, always with a gentle smile but never drawing attention to himself. By day, he worked with his hands; by night, he moved like a shadow, leaving coins in empty jars, warm blankets on cold doorsteps, and firewood for the elderly. He had learned long ago that pride often kept people from accepting help, so he made sure they never knew it came from him. When Farmer Burns' crops failed, Elias slipped gold into his barn. When Widow Marl lost her son, he left fresh bread and meat at her door every week. He even paid the cruel landlord's collector to reduce the villagers' burdens, though the man assumed it was out of fear, not kindness. Years passed, and the village thrived in ways they didn't understand. Children grew healthier, homes stood stronger, and hope lingered even in hard times. But Elias never spoke a word of his deeds. Then, one winter, Elias fell ill. The village healer, Martha, tended to him, but his fever raged on. On his last night, as snow blanketed Eldermere, he smiled weakly and whispered, "Tell them, it was never me. It was always theirs." When he passed, the villagers mourned him as a good man but nothing more. It wasn't until Martha cleaned his cottage that she found his ledger. Inside, every act of kindness was recorded, not for pride, but to ensure he never forgot who still needed help. Word spread like wildfire. The basket left for the millers? Elias. The coins that saved the blacksmith's shop? Elias. The school books for the orphaned children? Elias. The village gathered at his grave, tears in their eyes, realizing they had been saved 100 times over by a man who asked for nothing in return. That night, they lit 100 lanterns in his honor, casting away the darkness he had once worked in. And though Elias was gone, his kindness lived on, for the villagers, humbled and grateful, began to help one another in secret, just as he had. And so, the silent guardian's legacy became their light.